What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's the big dog named Austin back at you again. I'm going to be talking about preseason football. Okay, hold on. Before you leave, I know preseason football, but it's getting a little interesting, okay? We had joint practice with the Arizona Cardinals, then we played the Arizona Cardinals. We won. For what it's worth, it was a football game, but it's not Colts football. Look, I'm ready for football. Let's just put it like that. I'm ready for some real football that counts. I'm ready for week 1 against the Texans. I'm ready for football. But we still have to get through the final week of the preseason. The Colts, Thursday night against the Cincinnati Bengals. They've already had their joint practice. And it sounded like the Cincinnati Bengals defense, their number ones, were getting after Anthony Richardson and company and chirping a little bit, saying that all he could do was run, and he doesn't know where his receivers are. He's not looking at his receivers. He's just throwing the ball. I don't know how true all that is. Now, for what it's worth, when Shane Steichen was watching the defense, that's when the Colts struggled. When Shane Steichen came back to watch the offense played a little better. Anthony Richardson and company played a little better at the tail end of 11 on 11s, but he was not good. 10 for 21 passing, while Joe Burrow had 80% completion against us. So, against a bit of a better competition in the Cincinnati Bengals, the Colts were less than impressive, as opposed to against the Arizona Cardinals. They had their way with them. Thursday night, when the Colts take on the Cincinnati Bengals in the final preseason game, the Colts have said they're going to play most of their starters. The Bengals, it doesn't sound like they're going to play a lot of their starters. Shane Steichen said about a quarter and a half, maybe 2 quarters, give or take. So it sounds like we're going to get Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman, entire offensive line, for the first quarter and a half, maybe in 2 quarters. Last season, in week 3 in the preseason, Anthony Richardson and company played about a full half. Now, you want to keep your guy healthy. That's the main reason, but you also want to get him kind of in those reps, kind of get him in the flow. But I'm tired of the talk. I really am. I know that after the preseason game, the Colts have 17 days before they take on the Houston Texans. So we're about 18 days away from the kickoff. It's Wednesday, August 21st. Happy Hump Day. We made it. Congratulations, everybody. Give yourself a hand. I'm glad everybody made it to Hump Day. But yeah, no, seriously, we preseason game tomorrow. I'm going to watch it. I watched about 3.5 quarters of week 2's preseason just because it was on. I was hanging out drafting, so it was just on in the background. But I will watch this one. I will watch a full half of this one. I'd probably like to go to bed a little early, so I might not stay up for that second half. But we're getting into some football, okay? It's not too much longer to NFL kickoff on September 4th, September 5th, whatever it is, between the Ravens and the Chiefs. I can't wait. I know y'all can't wait. But I'm like I said, I'm just tired of the talk, man. I'm tired of Anthony Richardson this, Anthony Richardson. I want to see the guy play meaningful football, and I want to see him healthy. Then I can make a full assessment of the guy, and then everybody can make a full assessment of the guy. If he, how he plays week 1 to week 5 to week 7 and on throughout the season. If he improves and if he has accuracy issues. Is that a bit concerning? We know he can run the ball. We know he can make plays. We know he can throw on the run. Does he have accuracy issues? I don't know. I've only seen him for 4.5 games. 3.5 games. I don't remember. I mean, he was fun to watch, but he's got to stay on the field. He's got to stay healthy, and only time will tell. So we'll see what happens with that. Josh Downs, he's out. He got tackled in 7-on-7s by Nick Cross and ended up rolling his ankle, and he's been out for a little while. He's kind of in the middle of the expected time frame that he'd be out. He could be ready by week 1. I don't know. It doesn't sound like he will. We'll go ahead with Michael Pittman Jr., Alec Pierce, A.D. Mitchell, to name a few. And then you look at the tight end group. Jelani Woods just suffered an injury. This is another injury, and this is his 3rd year in the league. And everybody around the Colts organization was hoping that Jelani Woods would come into that starting role and would be, he's a big guy. He's huge, 6'7". Like, he's a big tight end, but he's got too many injuries. And there's a lot of tight ends in that tight end room. I mean, you got Will Mallory, Jelani Woods, Mo Alley Cox, Kylan Granson, Drew Ogletree, Eric Tomlinson. I mean, there's so many tight ends in this tight end room, and it's rare for a team to keep 5 tight ends. You could put Jelani Woods on IR, and he'd have like 2 IR spots going in to the regular season. So I could see them utilizing one of those IR spots with obviously Samson Mebcon and Jelani Woods now. But one of these tight ends got to step up. So the Colts offense, I hope, will be a lot better. I don't know what it will be. I don't know how it's going to work out. Shane Steichen, I have a lot of faith in him. What are we going to get out of Anthony Richardson? What are we going to get out of Jonathan Taylor? I think the main thing to the offensive success will be Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson in the run game. Everybody knows that. How good will Anthony Richardson be in the pass game? I think he's got some solid weapons around him. I think the main focus will be the run game. I think you will see a lot of running with Jonathan Taylor, a lot of running with Anthony Richardson, and then you'll see a lot of play action. And then, will we see Anthony Richardson struggle? Was the stuff seen against the Cincinnati Bengals and the joint practice more vanilla, more tapered back because they didn't want to reveal their hand, and reveal plays that they're going to have throughout the season? Were they focusing on one thing in particular in this practice, and maybe Anthony Richardson struggled with that? Who knows? You could say all that, you can make excuses for all that, but at the end of the day, I just want to see Anthony Richardson play meaningful football with Jonathan Taylor, with Michael Pittman Jr., with a healthy offensive line, and then we can see what this kid can do. That's all the time I got for today. I'm glad you guys stuck around. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. I am a big dog named Austin, and everybody have a great day. Go Colts.